What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the channel, everyone. We're back at it, right? So we got a lot of things to cover, a lot of news, a lot of things that are meant to happen, and I really want to give you guys a bit of a warning, like raise some awareness that some big things are definitely coming to the game. Something is definitely gonna happen that is a bit bigger than the usual things, you know, and we've been talking for a while now, at least some of the very endgame community. Time for a 3x is here on the shards. We wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see anything like that during the anniversary. We're gonna get to that in just a second. First, we're gonna start with what we're gonna have this weekend, right? So we're gonna have 2x, 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 2x back to back, pretty much every day. Starting from tomorrow, we're gonna have a different sort of 2x. Sacreds, Ancients, and we're gonna have Voids. Then we have a free gear removal event. This is the very first time Platinum is doing this. I hope we're gonna see many more similar to this. The best time for you guys to rebuild champions, the best time for takeovers, the best time for pretty much everything, because you can remove gear for free. Now, the cost of upgrading gear is still there, but just being able to remove so much gear and just don't care about it is absolutely insane. This is something that should be in the game, implemented all the time. And by the way, while we are at this topic, let me just quickly drop in a small plugin. If you guys are interested in takeovers, we have a bunch of awesome guys doing takeovers on my Discord channel. Like, is me, is Razmataz working with me, plus I have a couple of other buddies helping around. If you're interested in takeovers, gear cleanses, account assessments, or dungeons, or anything like that, clan boss, feel free to jump in Discord. The link will be in the pinned comment. So they are paid takeovers, guys. They're not free takeovers. But if you guys need help with anything, just questions, we have the general chat right here in Discord. Make sure you're using the right channel. We have a lot of awesome people just helping out, answering questions and stuff like that, if anyone is interested. Now, going back to the next topic, free gear removal is amazing. We already established that. I just wish they would do it a bit more often. The fusion is coming to an end. We have the winter spat event. This is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, when they're actually dedicating a post to it to kind of like let us know what we need to do in the next event in order to be able to get the points and kind of like collect the rewards. From Friday, December 30th, that's tomorrow, guys, to Tuesday, January 3rd, we're running the winter spat event. So what we need to do in order for this event is to get artifacts and accessories and summon champions. We had a very similar one not a long time ago, and the biggest amount of points comes from summoning shards. If you're thinking that you're gonna complete the event just by getting accessories and artifacts, it's just not going to happen. I'm not sure what sort of rewards we're getting out of here, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. It seems like they kind of like started to replace summoning events, summon rush events, with this sort of winter path. Now, during the 2x, we don't normally have a summoning event. It's usually a champion chase tournament. So I think I prefer this over the champion chase, but it really depends if we are able to get some better rewards, you know. So that's kind of like what happens. Then we had the video recap for 2022. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed with what they showed us. They just showed us 3 statistics on how much damage was dealt on Clan Boss and on Hydra and how many players got Ramantu. It's really underwhelming that we haven't seen actually the statistics that matter, how many players we have in the game, active players and stuff like that. That's kind of like the things that we want to see, but of course they're not going to show us things that they're not very proud of. So 17,000 people got Ramantu. Pretty interesting. I would have expected to be a bit more than that, but it's still a pretty decent number. So if we're going to check right here, you see the winter spat doesn't really show us the rewards whatsoever, guys. So I guess we're going to find out tomorrow. Now, coming over to the next big thing, the raid digest. So they actually made a bit of an announcement here in Discord. So if we're going to check it right here, we're going to see that they haven't really said much in this raid digest. Usually we have a slightly bigger page, so The new year is almost here. This is going to be the last raid digest for 2022. And as we are aware, it wasn't an easy one, and that's for sure. The war and everything that's happening in Ukraine right now is actually horrible for all the people that are working there, living there. Regardless of the circumstances, they have managed to achieve many goals that were set out for 2022. And just taking everything in consideration, I feel like they've definitely done a pretty good job with updates and stuff like that. They definitely kept the game going, the juice flowing, basically. They added Taras, Marichka, which are kind of like champions from their own folklore, inspired by their own culture. And yes, they're good champions. Of course, the community will love them. If they were bad champions, the community, they weren't going to be too happy about the two new Void champions. But I'm glad that they actually made good champions. They're both amazing. I actually managed to pull Marichka. She is amazing, 100%. Then, seems like Galek finds his new place of tranquility. And he's just playing with Zargala in the snow there. Kind of like to make the spirit of holiday. Now, the beginning of the next year promises to be an eventful one. The beginning of the year. So we should be expecting some big things starting from January, February, March, you know. That's kind of like the beginning of the year, the first 2 months. Including some features that will reveal why the year of PvP was announced. So stay tuned for it. That's pretty much everything about the Raid Digest. Of course, don't forget to start logging in from Saturday to collect the New Year gift chain. Okay, so we're going to get some rewards for free. Make sure you guys log in. The next CVC that's going to happen is going to have personal rewards. But coming back to this part right here. So, all the things that came to the game so far. That being Iron Twins Fortress. That being Sand Devil's Necropolis. Everything is preparing us for something bigger, something harder. So, I'm very curious to see what sort of things are coming. Like, if we're gonna have a look right here at Arena, we have the Classic Arena, the Tag Team Arena, and we have the Pinnacle. Now, we all know that Plarium mentioned before that we're gonna have a live clan versus clan. Live, or actually PvP, proper PvP, not the clan versus clan tournament. Where we actually engage in real fights, you know, with different clans. I'm very curious to see what sort of things they're doing. Just judging by everything that they're kind of like continually mentioning, it's gonna get harder. We need to prepare you guys by giving you new dungeons, giving you new stuff on how to get your champion stronger, because we're gonna get such a hard content. I'm very curious to see what it is like. I really hope it's not gonna be a fail. Hopefully it's gonna be something successful. Now, one thing that I could potentially just kind of like guess, if you wanna compete in this again at the very top, you're gonna have to spend. Mobile games, you wanna compete, equal spending. There is no way around it. You know, but just as an idea, I'm very, very curious to see what's going to happen with this. We don't really have any sort of information. I don't think they're gonna do live arena in the game. I would love to see that, actually. They did mention that they are planning to change arena completely this coming year. They plan that they're planning to completely change the Great Hall system as well, so to have something completely different. I'm very curious to see that as well, honestly. I would love to see something different, at least to be able to use the medals on something, even if are just, I don't know, avatars or something else. Would be nice to be able to move from this old system. Something that benefits the newcomers and something that benefits the OGs as well, because none of the players should be neglected by a company. Okay, newcomers, endgame players, everyone should kind of like get their share of fun in the game, you know, so they definitely need to adjust a bit the Great Hall system. Now, coming back to another thing. Last year, it actually got delayed, but we are coming over to the 4th anniversary for Raid. Everyone across Teleria and far beyond is eagerly awaiting the 4th anniversary. This new stage will be filled with new challenges and milestones. Keep the finger on the pulse as the Titan event will open in January. Get ready to earn Titan points and get amazing rewards. We're gonna watch the video and I'm quickly gonna talk about a couple of other things in here, guys. So we have Ursaga Warcaller. Seems like she's a bit upset. Somebody pissed her off. I just hope it wasn't me. Okay. That's it. She's happy now. So 4th anniversary coming, guys. That's about it in the video. We're not really getting any sort of teasers. Now, when we had these anniversaries before, except the previous one. The previous one, I gotta admit, was weak sauce. Nothing happened during that anniversary. No special events, no nothing. The last one. And yeah, we gotta understand that was the war happening at that time and they had to kind of like delay everything, but still they planned their anniversary before the war even happened. So just judging by what they had planned was really, really underwhelming because was nothing really happening. Okay, let me just put it like that. The last anniversary was rubbish. Nothing happened. This time around, I'm definitely being optimistic and hoping for some serious things. Now, we have all these summoning events. Like, literally this month, we had so many summoning events that I don't have enough hair in my head left to count all the summoning events that we had, okay? And they're still going. This really shows that another guaranteed event will definitely be around the corner. I wouldn't be surprised to see some strong champions on the list this time around because he's been pretty weak sauce the last one. So seeing something strong is definitely something. Most probably it will be from Ancient Shards. Don't count on it. But one thing that I can mention is make sure you're hoarding even more shards than you were hoarding before. Because what Plarium does, I already explained in a video, they're looking at how many shards are hoarded on accounts. And that's what kind of makes them to increase the rate of summons. It's not because they wanna increase the cost of everything. Is because people are hoarding shards and they want to make sure not everybody can get the guaranteed without spending money. That's their mentality. I'm pretty sure that that's kind of like behind it. And I really think 3x on summons is near, guys, because it's been a very long time since they haven't adjusted the summoning rates whatsoever. The last time when they've done it was probably over 3.5 years ago when they adjusted the void shards, they increased their drop rates, etc. So I feel like some changes in here are coming as well. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Maybe I'm a bit too optimistic, but I feel like this anniversary is going to be a good one. Hopefully we're going to see tons of awesome events, tons of awesome new things happening in the game, something that we never really had before. So I'm very curious to see what sort of events they're doing, tournaments, events, something new, hopefully, that will allow us to kind of like have fun. That was all for this video, guys. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hope for the best, and I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Peace.